Here's what fishing a Bass Nation qualifier tournament really costs. This past April-May, I fished the third Bass Nation qualifier out of La Crosse, Wisconsin. Here are my expenses for 4 practice days and 3 days competition. So entry fee was $400. Lodging for me this week, because I had a buddy in La Crosse, was $0. Super fortunate. Truck fuel, $94. That's because La Crosse is only 2.5 hours from my house. Not a lot of driving around. Boat fuel, $218. Tackle, $364, and some gear and some tools. Food for the week, only $103. I keep things pretty light. I buy groceries, bring food along, things like that. License, didn't have to buy a license. Already had a Minnesota license, which covered for me this tournament. Rent fees, $30. So total cost was $1,208 for the week. Now, the reason we spend this much is the winner of this tournament can win $12,000. But 180 other anglers trying to do the same thing and also qualify for the top 20 and entry into the no entry fee national championship, where you can compete to make the Bassmaster Classic and the Bassmaster Elite Series. So in this event, first place was 65 pounds 4 ounces for 3 days, which payday was just under $12,000. The cut after 2 days was 31 pounds 6 ounces. Check weight ended up being 28 pounds 13 ounces for 2 days, and the 40th place check was about $728. Break-even point for me would have been 11th place. That would have got me a $1,200 and some odd dollar check, and that was 47 pounds 10 ounces after 3 days. Now I ended up with 17th place. I had a 3-day total of 46.6, was just over a pound out of the money, and a check for $870. Now, so I was definitely not breaking even for the week. Lost $400, but I did make the no entry fee national championship, where I get a chance to fish for 6 figures and a chance to make the Bassmaster Classic or the Bassmaster Elite Series. Basically, you spend anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 in this tournament, depending on how much of a local and what your expenses are, to make $12,000 and move on. But if you don't finish in the top 5 to 6%, you're not making any money. Now, this doesn't count your sunk vehicle cost, boat cost, all your gear, insurance, and the time away from home. Hope this understands how much the investment it is to fish and compete at bass fishing tournaments at a high level, if you have a goal of moving on or making a living fishing professionally and making it to the top. Follow this channel for more financial breakdowns on my tournaments going forward. If you want to see the full video that's playing in the background, check out this video on the screen right here next.